Like, they're shooting at this fucking thing. They don't know what it is.
Somebody unexpectedly launched a surface-to-air missile, and 5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes emerged from it.
Hi guys, welcome to the Scanner Files. In today's episode, we're digging into CIA and KGB declassified UFO records. We're also going to be talking about alien abduction research, UFO folklore, modern military encounters with unknown objects, and a theory that has been getting a lot of attention lately about what the future of humanity might look like. So if this is your first time here, don't swipe away. Grab a snack or sip a cup of coffee because what you're about to hear today might make you look at the sky a little differently. So let's start with one of the strangest incidents ever recorded in the skies over Los Angeles. In February of 1942, the United States was on high alert. The government feared that after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the West Coast could be next. Late one night, radar systems detected something moving toward the California coast. Warning sirens sounded across Los Angeles. Searchlights began scanning the night sky as military crews prepared their defenses. Then, anti-aircraft guns opened fire. Photographs from that night show beams of light pointing at a single spot high above the city. Explosions from anti-aircraft shells can be seen all around it. Witnesses said they saw a large object hovering in the sky. But when the firing stopped, nothing had been hit. No aircraft debris was ever found. The military later released an official statement saying the incident had been a false alarm. The event would later become known as the Battle of Los Angeles. But the photograph from that night still raises the same question. If nothing was there, what were they shooting at? But the photograph from that night still raises the same question.
Flying saucer.
Look at in the middle,
Yeah.
and but those things around it, those are fucking like Ma Deuce rounds. Like, they're shooting at this fucking thing. They don't know what it is.
If nothing was there, what were they shooting at? The image itself is strange. Several searchlights appear to converge on one point in the sky. Anti-aircraft shells are exploding all around it. In the center of the beams, some people believe they can see the outline of a large object. Others argue it's just smoke and light from the explosions, but the photograph has kept the debate alive for decades. What exactly were the searchlights pointing at that night? And the Battle of Los Angeles would not be the only strange story connected to unidentified objects in the sky. Over the years, other reports have surfaced, some of them even stranger. One story that continues to circulate comes from intelligence files connected to the CIA and the former Soviet Union. According to those reports, a Soviet military unit once encountered a low-flying saucer during a training exercise. Soldiers reportedly launched a missile and hit the object, causing it to crash nearby.
Look at it. According to the KGB materials, for unknown reasons, somebody unexpectedly launched a surface-to-air missile and hit the UFO. 5 short humanoids with large heads and large black eyes emerged from it.
What happened next is where the story becomes difficult to explain. According to the report, several small humanoid beings emerged from the wreckage. Witnesses claimed the beings moved close together and merged into a glowing sphere of energy. Moments later, the sphere exploded in a bright flash of light. When it was over, many of the soldiers who had been watching were reportedly turned into stone-like structures. Only 2 soldiers survived the incident. The story was later referenced in documents discussed by the CIA. Whether the incident actually happened remains unclear. But the report added another strange chapter to the growing mystery surrounding unidentified flying objects. But stories like that are only one part of the larger mystery. In recent years, military pilots have reported encounters with unidentified objects moving through restricted airspace. Some of these encounters were recorded using advanced targeting systems mounted on fighter jets. In the footage, pilots can be heard reacting with surprise as they track objects moving at speeds far beyond what their aircraft can do. The objects appear to change direction instantly, accelerate rapidly, and in some cases vanish from radar. Officials from the Pentagon later confirmed that several of these videos were authentic recordings taken by military aircraft. But they also admitted something important. the objects in those videos remain unidentified. Fighter pilots who have seen them often describe the same thing. They say the objects move in ways that do not match any known aircraft technology. Some believe they could be highly advanced experimental systems developed in secret military programs. Others believe the explanation could be something else entirely, and military encounters are not the only reports that continue to fuel the mystery. Over the years, many civilians have described their own encounters with strange objects in the sky. One story often mentioned involves a close encounter experienced by a family driving near Las Vegas in the late 1940s. According to the account, the witnesses first thought they were seeing an airplane on fire in the distance, but as the object moved closer, they realized something was wrong. It kept approaching them until it filled the entire windshield of their car. The witnesses believed they were about to be hit. Then, at the last moment, the object suddenly shot away at incredible speed and disappeared into the sky. Encounters like this are difficult to verify, but similar stories have been reported by people in many different places around the world. Some researchers have even tried to study these reports more closely. One area of study involves what are often called alien abduction experiences. In these cases, people claim they were taken aboard unknown craft and examined by strange beings. Researchers studying these claims have tried using techniques like hypnotic regression to recover memories of the events. Some people report seeing small humanoid figures with large heads and large black eyes. Others describe medical examinations or strange experiments. Critics argue that hypnosis can create false memories, making these reports unreliable. Supporters say the similarities between different accounts are too consistent to ignore, and this has led to another idea that has gained attention in recent years. Some researchers believe the beings described in these encounters may not be extraterrestrial at all. Instead, they suggest something even stranger. The beings might actually be humans from the distant future. According to this theory, the small bodies, large heads, and large eyes could represent how human beings might evolve over thousands of years. In this idea, advanced technology might allow future humans to travel back in time to observe their ancestors. It's a controversial theory, and there is no proof that it is correct. But it shows just how many different explanations people have tried to find for the same mystery. Because whether it's wartime sightings like the Battle of Los Angeles, strange intelligence reports, fighter pilot encounters, or personal stories from witnesses, the central question has never really changed. What are these objects that keep appearing in our skies, and who or what might be behind them? For now, there is still no clear answer. Governments have studied the phenomenon for decades. Military agencies have collected reports from pilots and radar operators. Scientists have debated whether intelligent life could exist elsewhere in the universe. Yet the mystery remains. The universe itself is enormous. Astronomers estimate that there are billions of planets in our galaxy alone. If life developed on Earth, many scientists believe it is possible that life could exist somewhere else as well. The question is whether any of those civilizations have developed technology advanced enough to travel between stars. Some researchers believe the key may be in looking for signs of technology rather than signs of simple life. Instead of searching only for oxygen or water on distant planets, scientists have suggested looking for artificial chemicals in planetary atmospheres, compounds that could only be produced by advanced industries. Finding something like that could be one of the first real signs that intelligent life exists somewhere beyond Earth. Until then, the stories continue to circulate. The photographs from Los Angeles, the intelligence reports describing strange encounters, the videos recorded by military pilots, the personal accounts from witnesses who say they saw something they cannot explain. Some of these stories may eventually turn out to have ordinary explanations. Others may remain unsolved. But together, they form a long history of people looking up at the sky and asking the same question. Are we really alone, or have we been sharing the skies with something else all along? That question is what keeps the mystery alive. Every new report, every strange photograph, every radar track adds another small piece to a puzzle that no one has fully solved yet. Over time, governments have changed the way they talk about these incidents. For many years, the topic was dismissed or avoided. Today, the language is different. Officials now use the term UAP, meaning unidentified aerial phenomena, to describe objects that cannot be easily explained. Investigations continue, and military pilots are encouraged to report encounters instead of ignoring them. New sensors, radar systems, and satellites are constantly collecting data from the skies above us. With better technology, researchers hope that one day the mystery will finally become clearer. But even with modern instruments, some encounters still raise more questions than answers. Objects that appear suddenly on radar, lights moving in ways that defy known aircraft, reports that remain unexplained even after careful investigation. For many people, these stories are simply curiosities, strange events with ordinary explanations waiting to be discovered. For others, they suggest that something much bigger may be happening. The truth may lie somewhere in between, and until clear evidence is found, the mystery of unidentified objects in our skies will remain open. That is why stories like the Battle of Los Angeles, the strange intelligence reports, and modern military encounters continue to capture the public's imagination. Because every time someone looks up and sees something they cannot explain, the same question returns. What is really out there? This has been the Scanner Files, scanning the world for anomalies. Until next time.